Hello friends, welcome back to the new video. So today we are going to see one new feature from SwiftUI which is called outline group. So this is introduced in iOS 14. So make sure you have Xcode Beta 12 installed to see this feature how it works. So let's get started and create a new project. Let me open Xcode Beta. Let's say new project. Select app. Let's name it as outline group demo. Make sure your interface is SwiftUI, lifecycle is SwiftUI app, and language obviously Swift. Click next. Then let's save it on our desktop. Okay, so let's just resize our canvas, make sure it is working fine. Okay, build is succeeded, so we can start. So here outline group is nothing but, suppose you have a table view in UIKit and you want that table view to be expand, means if you click on any of the cell, that cell should get expand, so that is expanding table view. So same like that, we have here a cell of the table view, or you can say list, which will get expand. So let's see how it works. So I have already created one application which is like this. So if you tap here, you can see that it is showing me some sites inside the Pune city. Again, for example, if I click here, then different results we can see. So this is nothing but expandable view using outline group. So this is what we are going to build now. So let's get started. So since we can see here in the simulator we have some data, so assuming that we are getting this data from some API, so we are not going to call any API here, we are just assuming that we have that data. So to store that data, let me create some struct first. So my struct will be like city data, because we are showing the city names here. So city data, which will be confirming to identifiable, because then it will recognize all the each data or each city name, it will identify uniquely inside the list. That's why we declare it here as identifiable. Okay, so next we need, which fields we need? So first we need one ID, so that it will be identified uniquely. So for that we'll take UUID. Second, we need a name field which will be of type string. Then the third part, which is the most important part, is where sites. So sites is nothing but we will be having this what we'll say, see here we have some sites inside our each you can say cell, and this type of these sites should be same as of your main struct name. So we will need city data and only here, so that it will come to know that okay, I have to expand this part. We'll declare it as optional because we are not going to declare for all the cells. Okay, now we have this data. Now we need some function also which will give us this data, some dummy data we need. So for that I will create one static method here, static function. Let's call it as result, which will eventually return me an array of my city data. Okay, so here I can add some dummy data like this. So let's say first my city is Pune, then inside this we can give our dummy data. So here we can give name and sites here, but for this example I will first give here only sites. Let's say site 1. Same way I will give here one more site. Let's call it as site 2. So this is for one city. Let's do it for others. For this demo I will just call them as 1, 2, 3, 4, and this doesn't matter, so let's keep it as it is. Now this is giving us warning because we have not used it, so let's return this main array. of city data, which will have name and city. So name, here we have to give this name, so let's name it as Pune 1, and this sites will be these which we have created above. So this is for 1. Now we will do it for all other 4. 2, 3 and 4. Let's rename them. Okay, so now we have our data. Let me just click build to see if everything is okay. Oh, I forgot to change here. Okay, again click build. Okay, everything is working fine. So now we can start building our expandable list view. So first we need here a list, and inside this list we will take a for each loop which will basically display our data. So here I need city data dot result, which will pass the complete result, and from each index I will get one city that I will take here. Then inside this, what you can do is you can create one section, and to that section you have to pass header. But currently for this example we are not going to display a header view, so you can pass any empty view. So I will say only no view, or you can call it anything. Then I don't need any content, so let's remove that. Okay, so inside section header you can directly use the outline group. So for outline group you have to pass 2 things. First you have to give the city, which is a category which we are getting from here, that is city, and also you have to pass children. Children is nothing but it's the inside view, which you can say site 1 and site 2. So those are our children, so that we need to pass here. So it will be like this, since we have here declared as sites, so we'll say sites. Okay, so we have our data ready. Then here we just need to fetch one site, so we can say site, and let's now say text, and inside this we can pass our site dot name. Okay, let me just check here. We are getting some error. Let me say like my view, or we can say something else. Okay, so here we are getting some error. Let me just try to remove this. Okay, let's use the empty view. Okay, so now we can see that our simulator is already displaying our these categories which we are getting here. And now to see inside sites we need to run it on our this canvas. So let's run it. Okay, now it's running. Let's see if it's working or not. Okay, now you can see it's working fine. So this is how you can guys create a expandable list view. And suppose if you want, so this our list view by default understand that there is no further deep down list inside our this array, but if you want to implement that is also possible. So you can, what you can do is you can pass something like this here. Let me just check if it is working like that. Let me explain. And now you can see inside that also we have. So this is so easy. Earlier in UIKit we have to do so much of work to use this type of UI, but in Swift UI iOS 14 it's lot much easier to implement. So I hope you guys have learned something new today, and make sure to hit the like button if you liked it. And if you have any suggestions for the future videos, make sure you list down in the comments below. So thank you guys for watching it, and bye.